So there's kind of one final set of ideas I want to work our way through before we wrap all this up. So the first thing is just model building and variable selection. The approach to building and refining our model, deciding which variables should go in and not. For logistic regression, it's the same as it was for linear regression, and it's the same for other models that we'll mention briefly in a moment. So the idea of confounders and effect modifiers, in concept they're the same, the way we check for them and address them is the same. Models being predictive or effect size, all of that still applies here. So we're going to end the discussion of logistic regression and just talk a little bit more about some other models that we might encounter. So the first thing I want to talk about is this idea of rate ratios and needing to adjust those. So if our outcome or y variable is a count or a rate at which events occur, we're often going to calculate a rate ratio. So we might be looking at birth rates, death rates, rate at which people contract the disease, these sorts of things. So the example I'll kind of mention here is we might be looking at skin cancer rate and how does that change by geographical location. We could do the simple 2x2 table analysis that was presented earlier, but as we noted, this doesn't really allow us to account for any potential confounding variables or effect modifiers and things like that. So for example, age may potentially be a confounder. Right? Age is going to be associated with skin cancer rate. As people get older, they're at a higher risk. And age may be associated with location, depending on how we've defined geographical locations. But certain cities or areas may be older or younger on average. So we should account for those. Poisson regression is a common starting point when our outcome or our y variable is a count or a rate. Okay, we're not really going to get into the details of it. I just wanted to mention it's very similar to linear or logistic regression. Right? Linear regression is when our outcome variable is numeric. Logistic, when our outcome variable is yes or no. Poisson regression is when our outcome variable is a rate, estimating birth rates, death rates, rate at which people contract disease, these sorts of things. The model ends up estimating the rate as an exponential function of x variables, or the log rate as a linear function of x variables. And looking at these two, you can see again, they look pretty similar to what we saw for linear or logistic regression. So you can know that in concept, things are going to be pretty similar. Some of the details will change, but conceptually, it's going to be very similar. In Poisson regression, that coefficient b1 tells us what's the change in the log rate associated with x1. And similar to before, if we exponentiate that, if we take e to the b1, that's going to give us a rate ratio. Poisson regression will allow us to estimate rate ratios adjusted for other confounders or effect modifiers. So similar to what we saw with logistic regression, right? How we can get odds ratios adjusted for other variables. Poisson regression can get us rate ratios adjusted for other variables. The way we'd go about building our model, selecting variables, again, is pretty much the same as it was for linear and logistic regression. We might be building a predictive model where we want to try and estimate a rate, or we might be building an effect size model where we want to say how does the rate change depending on if someone's exposed or not, or if someone's on treatment A versus treatment B. Survival analysis, and one that's commonly used is Cox regression, is a common starting point when the outcome or y variable of interest is a time till some event occurs. How long till death after diagnosis? Doesn't always need to be survival or death times. How long is someone on a wait list for surgery? When they call the phone company, how long are they on hold till someone answers? When you show up at a bus stop, how long do you wait for a bus? Okay, so this is for time till event data. Models might be predictive or effect size. We might want to say, what's the probability of surviving beyond 2 years after diagnosis? There's predictive. Or we might want to say, how does treatment A versus treatment B compare in terms of prolonging survival? Right? Is one more effective than the other? Right? So what effect does treatment A versus treatment B have on survival? An important summary you'll get out of a survival analysis is a hazard ratio. Okay? And this is pretty similar, but not the exact same as rate ratio. In literature, they're often interpreted the same. It's slightly different. We won't get into that difference here. The approach to building the model and selecting variables, again, is the same as it was for previous models. So just to kind of wrap things up, there's a lot of ideas we covered in this course, and a lot of them were kind of very conceptual, very surface to give you a big picture overview, but without many of the details. The second thing worth really acknowledging is that kind of due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we've had to, on the fly, move all these online, which posed a lot of challenges. For those who were at the first meeting, which was most or all of you, you know that my style of teaching is really talking and writing a lot, kind of on a document camera where I feel like I can bring concepts more to life. I'm not a big fan of PowerPoints, but due to these kind of quick changes, I've been forced to do a lot of voice over PowerPoint, which poses some challenges in explaining material in the way that I'd like to. And in light of this, right, we've made adjustments. The final exam has been trimmed down in terms of content. The lectures I'm presenting, I've trimmed out some of the content. We've also removed due dates. So I suggest it's good to aim to submit the final exam within a week or two if you can. Just the sooner you're done, the sooner that's off your plate and you can move on. But I also know that a number of you have had lives turned upside down, maybe with work or with personal lives. Some people are working right on the front lines with this thing. So just know that there is no due date. You can submit whenever you want to. We're going to be as accommodating as we can with everything and make sure that everyone gets through the course okay, and that we adjust things to what your personal challenges may be at this moment. But kind of back to course content, my goal was really to give you a big picture overview of a lot of this material from a conceptual point of view, so that when you encounter this stuff in work life or in literature or in discussions, you have a bit better understanding of what is, say, logistic regression, what is it for, right? Or what's confounding, what's effect modification, these sorts of things. I hope I was able to lay a foundation that you can build on if you need to. So for example, if you need to learn a bit more about Poisson regression or survival analysis, you've got a bit of a foundation in linear and logistic that you can lean on. But that's all I'm going to say for now. I'll kind of end the course material, and I'm just going to point you towards this video that, it's not going to be assessed, but I usually end the course with us watching this together. It's a really interesting TED Talk. So it's both very relevant to our course material, and also the guy is a very entertaining speaker. So I've linked to it on the course website. There's also the URL entered here. Or if you just go on YouTube and search any combination of TED Talk, Ben Goldacre, or Battling Bad Science, you will find it. So again, I'd suggest when you have time, sit down and watch it. It's a 15 to 20 minute talk, and he's quite a good speaker and quite relevant to the material we've talked about in this course. So let's wrap it up there, and good luck working through the material. We'll have one or two online sessions. Those are currently trying to be coordinated, but some online sessions where I'll be able to be live and answer questions, or we can do it through email and so on. But yeah, look for more announcements to come as we all kind of figure this out on the fly. Thank you.
Statistics is almost as beautiful as a unicorn. Please stay safe.